this is beautiful.
That right there is Mr. Santa Claus, the big man himself, reviewing a small portion of his recent correspondence.
Twice in here. Merry Christmas. This is beautiful.
With Christmas Eve just a few weeks away, Père Noël is gearing up for the big night by doing some light reading, while his labor force toils away.
The preparations are going so well at the moment. The elves are working very hard at the moment. They're hardworking, they're very skillful, we remember that, and they're actually doing all the work. I'm just meeting people here.
Around 600,000 people to be exact, at least according to the local tourist board of Visit Rovaniemi, the capital of Finnish Lapland that's about 5 miles away from Claus Village, right up on the edge of the Arctic Circle, where visitors flock from all around the globe to kill 2 turtle doves with 1 stone, like this woman from Lebanon.
I read about it a lot, the Claus Village, and for the aurora, for the Northern Light. And this year is the epic year for the Northern Light. So that's why I came over here. 2 in 1.
Of course, it's not all sightseeing, sledding, and sleigh rides, with plenty of travelers making the trip to Claus Village simply to demand restitution.
Quite often I hear from the adults that they say, "Where is my bicycle? The blue bicycle I asked for 30 years ago." And then we'll see that the reason is that they didn't write the letter for me. I didn't know about that. Then they said, okay, I will do that again, and let's see what happens.
Fortunately, all of Santa's visitors aren't just aggrieved adults who, if they can afford a trip to the edge of the Arctic Circle, can certainly afford a damn bike now. Children of all ages, like this mother and child from Slovakia, have come to kiss the ring.
It was always our bucket list to come over here to see where the Santa actually lives, so up to as close to North Pole as possible, and I think it met our expectations. Or exceeded, right, Walter?
This woman also made her way from Slovakia to pay penance and even offer bribes.
I've been waiting my whole life to see him, and I brought him a handmade gift. It was like cross-stitching with a Christmas tree on it, and he was like, "Yeah, thank you so much." And I'm like, "Santa's got my present, so I'm waiting for his."
Dear Santa, I hope this letter finds you well. This is my first letter to you.
That's one of Santa's elves, Katya. And as if they didn't have enough work building all those toys, they're also helping Santa pick up the slack in his quest to reach inbox 0, reading through the nearly 500,000 letters and wish lists he receives every year at Claus Village, around 30,000 a day of them at peak times, from people who aren't able to make it all the way to Finland to ask for presents of all shapes and sizes.
I think Legos are one thing that are always in the top 3 of the wish lists, of course. And then there are books, there are teddy bears, there are something that you can have a hobby with your sisters or your friends, some kind of activity like games or puzzles.
Of course, whether you're even eligible to receive one of those gifts wholly depends on your status on Santa's naughty and nice lists. And fortunately for the kiddies out there, it sounds like this year's lumps of coal are reserved for the grown-ups.
Children at year 2024 have been very nice most of the time. It's not the demand to be nice and good all the time. It's not possible. But most of the time it's very good. When you try your best, that's enough for me. There are some troubles with the adults, but children have been very nice and good.
In spite of the huge messes adults are leaving behind for us kids, Santa nevertheless leaves us with a message of hope and optimism ahead of his global chimney plunge.
There's so many sad things happening in the world at the moment. We can't deny that. But I hope that people try to have some cheer in their life during the Christmas time. And if you can help somebody else, that would be perfect. If you look around, you might see some lonely people maybe. You can be the friend for them. But Christmas cheer, this is the idea for this year.
To that end, why not make us feel less lonely by subscribing to @The News Refresh, where we put out new, weird, fun, and interesting news videos like these each and every day. Please, it's the only thing we asked for this year.